He already says we're going down. Oh, man, who knows? We'll see. We'll see blockchain money if we're going down or if we're going up. We got Paul Grazzi here. He says we're going to rebound off 111. Yeah, absolutely we are, man. And all you got to do usually most of the time is look left and you'll see where things were. Right now we still, okay. We got the FOMC. Your old buddy, old pal, right? What's his name? Friggin' Jerome Powell. He's going to be talking in about 29 minutes or so, right? And the thing is live right now, right? So let's see what he says. Let's see if we get the rate cut. Here's the thing. I know everybody like, dude, like if you're trading news, I caution you. I caution you, right? If you want to be able to afford Oliva Serie V, Melanios, and you're trading news, be careful. My positions are positions inside of Nordic Alpha. They've already been built. They have stop losses on them, okay? They are in profit right now, okay? So there is a very high likelihood of extreme volatility over the next hour to 2 hours, okay, until the New York session ends at 4 p.m. Be cognizant of this. I'm going to give you the levels on Bitcoin. I'm going to give you the levels on gold, okay? I already gave you the levels on gold for free earlier today on the golden nugget and on silver, okay? But I'm going to give you the levels on gold and S&P, okay? I got a little bit of lint right there. If you're feeling like a pimp, go and brush your shoulders off, right? Let's talk about it because at the end of the day, there is liquidity below us, but there's also liquidity above us, okay? We've got naked points of control. We've got naked VWAPs. 1095, 114. 1095, 114. Watch those levels. As it sits right now, watch those levels. We've got Bitcoin taking a bounce from about 110.9, right? $110,900. And it's getting up here to about 111.8 so far right now, right? That's what I'm seeing on the charts. Okay, now let's see what's happening. We don't get our actual meeting minutes, not meeting minutes, but Jerome Powell, our old buddy that everybody loves so very much. He's not going to say nothing for another 28 minutes, 27 minutes. The good news for you, that gives us time to go over the analysis. Let's go over the analysis. If you're here on Twitter, let me see who's here. Let me see who's here. Well, we've got Paul Grazzi. He's here. Blockchain Money says that I am the real G. I appreciate that. Who's here? Okay, so a bunch of people on Twitter. All you Twitter people, seriously, if you are not a bot, because I think that most Twitter people are bots, go up and hit the friggin' follow button. It is not hard. I bring hard-hitting trades and big gains every single friggin' day. Hit the follow button if you want to make gains. You don't even have to get into Nordic Alpha, even though I suggest that you do. If you want all my calls, you need to get into Nordic Alpha. You want to see an 89% win rate. In 2025 alone, 91.5% win rate. We're not talking on swing trades. We're not talking on investments. We're talking on friggin' day trades, man. 92% win rate, 91.5 actually. Go check out my live documented win rate where I show you all of that. If you don't believe me, in case you happen to give it. Anybody on Twitter, just scroll up and hit the follow button, dude. Last stream, we had like 75 Twitter people on here, and I said, hey, you know, could you guys throw me a follow? I have 0 new followers. That is crazy. That makes me think you're all bots. Prove to me you're not a bot. Comment something. Go follow, okay? YouTube people, you know what to do. There's only a couple of you on here. Hit subscribe, baby. Boom! Bang on the notification bell. Comment whatever you like in the relevant sections below. Let's get into the TA on this fine Wednesday, okay? Now, as you can see, this is a very simple, basic chart, right? All we have is SVP, VWAP, and our range, and here comes the dump. Here it comes. Let's see. Are they live? The chat on this thing is going absolutely crazy. Cut 25 basis points. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. The chat's going way too fast on this CNBC, whatever. I can't tell. Live update. Fed cuts rates as officials worry about labor market. The Federal Reserve cut interest rates by 1/4 point for the second time this year. Okay, let's verify that. Let's verify the news before you go going crazy. Let's look at it. I don't see anything that says that yet. I don't see anything that says that yet. Yep. The Federal Reserve said Wednesday it's lowering its benchmark interest rate by 1/4 point to a new range of 3.75 to 4%. Okay. So this could be a buy the rumor, sell the news type of deal. Okay. And now let me show you what's probably going to happen. So there could be a sell-off in the markets because of this, because people priced all of this in. Let me go ahead and share this to you. This is on CNN or CNBC. Hold on. CNN Business. Okay, so let me go ahead and share this. As you can see, what we're covering here, central bank officials have been forced to make the latest monetary policy determinations without key federal economic data. That is true. Government shutdown is absolutely diabolically stopping us from having all of the actual data. We need to know what the real friggin' data is from like the JOLTS data that's coming up next week, which is the jobs, the economic data that should be coming out, CPI, stuff like that. But because of the government shutdown, the Bureau of Labor Statistics is a government organization, right? This is not good, okay? We don't have these data points to base things off of, right? So what we're going to see is a potential sell the friggin' news, right? Like look at Bitcoin. It's selling. It's not selling hard. Here is the good news, okay? Here is the good news. Let me sip my Starbies real quick. Go ahead, get mad at me because I have Starbucks and I like pumpkin spice lattes. I also have Viking braids, about 5 different swords, nunchucks that could kill you, and a bunch of knives. But I still like pumpkin spice lattes, so sue me. Sue me. This is what it is. All right. S&P. Bruh. Let me show you this, and then we're going to get into crypto. But you got to, what most people don't understand is that these markets run in tandem together. They don't just run by themselves. None of them do. Gold is linked to silver. Silver is linked to gold. Gold is linked to the ES. ES is linked to gold. NQ is linked to ES. ES is linked to NQ. NQ is linked to gold. Gold is linked to NQ. BTC is linked to all of these. I'm not going to keep going through it. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about this. Zoom out just a little bit. What does this look like? Does this look like price action is going up, right? Now, what does this look like, right? This looks like RSI is setting lower highs, right? What is that? Does anybody know what that is? Anybody? Anybody? Speak up. Speak up. Would love to hear if somebody knows what that is. The market already knows what's going to happen. Yep, it does. You're absolutely correct. He's definitely going to cut rates, and he did, right? The move already happened because everybody knew for 100% sure of the rate cut. Yes, sir. I just came back down for some more fuels. Yeah, I agree with that. Silver over $50 is going to hint at gold over 5K. I agree with that. I think gold's got a nice little floor here at 4K-ish, somewhere in that realm, right? But let's look at the S&P. Okay, so nobody commented what it is. That's fine. That's fine. You're here to learn. I get it. We're here to teach, right? That is a textbook bearish divergence at all-time highs. That is a bearish divergence at all-time highs, at all-time highs again, at all-time highs again, at all-time highs again. We're also above the 0.786 fib extension level from a trend-based fib that has been based from, let's see, how far back does that go? Go to the daily chart. Go to the daily chart. Get this off of here. How far back does this friggin' thing go? Trend-based fib. The hell is this? To the highs back in February, to the lows that were put in on Wednesday, not Wednesday, April, yeah, Wednesday, April 9th. Okay, Cool. So this is a very, very pivotal point, okay? And dude, I promise you, man, these fibs, a lot of times they don't lie. So whenever you get above or below them, or you start testing them, rebounding, rejecting from them, these are key levels, okay? So your 1.0 extension, which basically means like you are getting way, way, way outside of this fib level, right? Is all the way up here at $7,500. You're topping at, you know, 69.40 right now. You're seeing bearish divergences out the wazoo, right? On at least the hourly chart, right? At least the hourly chart. And let's look at the 4 hour. I mean, let's look at the 4 hour. You want to know? I love Mr. Fibonacci. Me too. All right. Yeah, there's not really technical bearish divergences on the 1 hour chart. This is what I would call a, what would I call it? I just call them weak divergences, right? Where you set the same highs, but you set higher highs on price, bang, 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 right? From here to here, new all-time highs. I mean, we'll see what happens here, right? But I would be expecting, whoops, on the 4 hour chart. That's on the 4 hour, right? So let's get all this BS off of the chart and we'll just talk about Bitcoin, okay? Also, notice how overbought we are. Seriously, like on the S&P. I think we can all agree that the S&P is looking more and more like a bubble every single day that has been basically run by semiconductors. Because if you go and you look at the rest of the market, besides just the semiconductor companies like NVIDIA, like AMD, SMH, right? The indexed semiconductors are outperforming everything by measures of like 10x. So, and don't quote me on that. I'm just making stuff up. I don't know if it's exactly 10x or if it's 3x or 4x, but you get, like, I'm over embellishing. I may be over embellishing. Maybe I'm under embellishing, right? Who knows? I'm over embellishing to get my point across. Semiconductors are the reason why the S&P has pumped this way. You go and look at Apple. Let's do it. Screw it. Screw it. Apple, NASDAQ. Okay, so look at Apple. Let's just pull from August on Apple. How much has it pumped up? 35%. Okay, now let's go to NVIDIA. Remember, these are two biggest companies in the entire world. Let's go to August. Let's see how much it pumped up. 26%. Okay, now zoom out and let's look year to date. Let's look year to date from the low to the high. All right, so from the low to the high, you've got bang, 146%. Now let's go back to Apple, right? Let's go take it from the low to the high, right? And this isn't year to date. I totally get that, but we're just taking lows to highs. 56%. So it's measuring it by 2.5x, right? That's kind of my point. So the semiconductors are absolutely outperforming. Let's do AMD really quick too. I want to do AMD. I mean, look at this thing. Look at this gap all the way down here to 170. Good God, man. Let's go AMD, bang, bang. 250%. Come on, man. Come on, man. Semiconductors, dude. Semiconductors, right? Here's your semiconductor ETF. Look at this friggin' thing, dude. Look at SMH. That's the index on semiconductors, up 117% year to date, right? Let's go back to the S&P, right? Let's go back to the S&P and let's see, right? Because that's like the thing inside of here that is doing the most, right? Is semiconductors. And the S&P is up 44%, right? So we're weighting the majority of this pump, right? Bang, bang, to the semis, okay? The semiconductors. They are killing it. They are the reason that we are up here, okay? So is this a shortable opportunity? Maybe. Maybe it is. Are we going to get a rounded top here? I mean, last time we got a rounded top looking like this, we did dump out. We didn't dump out to where I would have liked to see us dump out, which is down here back to this parallel, $6,500. And then ultimately, where do I want to see us go? Like, where am I a buyer? Where is Drew Wolfer a buyer on the S&P? And then that'll also determine your bottom on crypto. I'll show you. I'll show you. Get this thing out of here. It's a trend-based Fibonacci, man. So this Fibonacci is going to be different than the trend base that we just had up. This is just a regular Fibonacci, right? Where I'm a buyer is down here near $6,100, right? Down here near $6,100 to about $5,900. This nice little consolidation zone, this is a good buy, right? This is an extremely good buy right here at about $5,600. That's an extremely good buy on the S&P. You've got a long friggin' ways to go before I become like a long-term buyer on the S&P. We're talking 20% move down to about a 15% move down on the S&P. All right. Now, NVIDIA crashes, AMD crashes, SMH, whatever it's called, the ETF for semiconductors, it crashes out. I mean, you're going to see some nasty, nasty stuff happening. The thing about it is all the big tech companies, go look at Netflix. They missed on earnings bad, right? And NVIDIA beat. That's what's holding the market up right now. Not trying to get too far into the weeds with that, but you kind of see where I'm going with it. So where's your tradable range on BTC, on crypto? Because that's what everybody's here for. They come for the braids. They stay for the trades. Let's get some trades, right? That's what everybody wants, right? Give me a like or a comment in the comment section below if you like the trades and if you like the braids. And if you don't like the braids, you can tell me too, but I don't care because I'm going to keep them. I've had them for years and I ain't cutting them. I ain't cutting them. Okay, that's my antennas, right? Got to keep my antennas antennizing, right? And yes, I make up words. All right, let's see what we got. So all the way up here, you have what is called an order block, okay? Order block. This is something that is going to serve as resistance. Now, if you pull this entire range from low to high, guess where that order block is? Guess where the top of that order block is? It is where you are going to reach extreme premium, meaning this is where people are going to want to, you guessed it, sell. Okay, down here, this is where people want to, and you guessed it, reverse it, right? Oh, we're learning. This is where people want to buy, okay? Now, I'm not saying that people are going to buy here because, why am I saying people might not buy here? Because we have this down here, naked VWAP, naked point of control. And I can pull this bullshit off of here if you want me to. That way it makes it even cleaner, right? Pull it off, bang. We've already got it marked up. So we've got two things on our chart. We've got our lines and we've got our range, right? This is our range. I think we can all agree this is our range. We can pull a second range here in just a second, but we got to talk about local first. Well, this isn't local. This is micro. This is macro, right? This is more macro right here. And then this is super macro, right? But I don't like this one because this isn't a good range. I mean, you can use it. Like if you want to pull an FRVP or something like that, you can do that. But in any case, where are the actionable levels? As it sits right now, right down here at 109.5, you've got your naked point of control and your naked VWAP that has never been retested. Then if you look at these liquidity pockets, which we call liquidity curves, right? Bang, look at this bad boy. That's not the right one. Look at this bad boy. So some of it's gotten taken out. This has gotten taken out, essentially. All of this right here. We've parred those gains. But look at this liquidity curve of everything that is still down here, right? There's a lot more money down here. So we've got our naked VWAP, naked point of control down here that we would like to revisit from a sessions perspective, right? And a daily's perspective, right? Secondarily, you lose 109.5, you've got a pretty high probability of coming down here to the naked point of control that is right here at about 105. Now, are you guaranteed to come all the way down there? No, I'm not saying that you're guaranteed to come all the way down there. I'm saying you're going to come into this range. And if you want to understand where you could be coming to in that range, I'll show you exactly how to pull that, right? All you got to do is pull from this low to this high, and it'll tell you once you get down here to about 106.7 to 105.2, this is a good buy opportunity. And look where that lines up with the nice little consolidation zone after the dump, and then the double bottom right here. So you're looking at 106.7 is going to be a very key range. So this is what I would be looking for, right? This is what I would be looking for, potentially. Bang, bang. You SFP these lows, you move up, right? Or bang, bang. You SFP those lows, get a nice little bull div, right? Boom, boom. You move up, right? Or ultimately, you come all the way down here, bang, bang. Or you do something like this, even better, right? Bang, bang, and you move up, right? So that's what I would be looking at because you're going to take the most liquidity possible if you come down here. Now, what are the upside targets right now, and where could you be thinking about getting into some shorts, right? That was a terrible down arrow. There's a better one, okay? I'm not known for my artistry. I'm known for my TA. I'm known for my 88% win rate, not my friggin' doodles. My doodles suck, and I know that. And I'm a horrible friggin' streamer, but I'm a pretty darn decent trader. So you got to take the good with the bad. Moving on. You got your order block up here. So where could we see things coming to? Well, if we come up into this extreme premium section, boom, boom, you get a bearish divergence there, bang, you could see a move down, right? You come up here, bang, bang, you get a bearish divergence there, you could see a move down, right? Or you could try to break market structure up here, like from a fundamental perspective. This would be like 4, 8, 12-hour market structure highs up here, maybe even daily market structure highs up here. Dude, you come up here, like this is a shortable level for sure. And I want to show you something that a lot of people are going to be like, that's cool, right? That's really cool, Drew. Thank you for showing me that. Look at this thing. Rising wedge, perfect back test, rejection. You come back up here, you back test it again, rejection, right? Rising wedge, we killed it on this rejection. We came up here, we smacked this rejection. We shorted at 114. We did this live in the Nordic Alpha private VIP trading room. If you're not in there, I have absolutely no idea what you're doing, because in there we're taking gains every single day, right? But what did you do with the money for art lessons? Bro, I spent it on Liga Privadas and friggin' Oliva Serie V Milanios, man. You know, it's the simple things in life. I'm a simple guy, right? So we took this short at 114-ish. We took profit at 109. It was a beautiful trade. It was absolutely perfect entry, perfect exit. And then we gave out the same exact trade again. And people are in this thing, bang. Like we gave all these levels out like in advance inside of the private VIP trading room. So it's first link in the description. Do whatever you want to do, right? Yeah, baby. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Didn't Pelosi just sell all of her Apple? Yeah, I think so. Runs on electric. Get out of here, dude. It's like checking out a new woman. You check the gap. Yeah. CME gap did get filled. CME gap did pretty much get filled almost all the way. And yes, you're right. The braids are making money. So I think most people do like the braids. Let's see. Yeah, trading alone, I mean, dude, join a community, bro. Even if it's, you know, like ours is $29 a month. It's negligible in terms of like how much money you have to spend to be in the community. But surrounding yourself with like-minded people that are doing the same thing as you, I cannot stress enough how much that matters, right? 103,487 is a typo order. Not mine. Oh, yeah. I am, dude. I'm old school too. I didn't like the Discord thing. But, you know, I mean, it's powerful, man. Doing this with a community, it's just different, man. It feels different. It is different. And let's get a little bit further into the TA. So, okay, where do you become a buyer? I mean, this is where you become interested, right? I mean, can you become interested here at this pivot point? Yeah, you can, especially like, but you got to wait for everything to settle down, all right? And what do I mean by that? I mean, old buddy, old pal. Actually, that's kind of funny. Old buddy, old Powell is talking in literally like 6 minutes. So I'm not telling you to jump into a trade right now, but look at this pivot point, right? Look at this pivot. Lows, 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 support, 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 lost it, resistance, bang, bang, resistance, got up above it, right back below it, resistance, resistance, now support, support, support. I mean, this pivot point right here at about 111, you guessed it. That's right at the CME gap, man. I mean, these things don't lie, dude. These things don't lie. I'm taking my things off, so you're not going to be able to understand that this is a Milanio Serie V absolutely great Maduro Italian cigar. It's the best. Italians are the best, man. I'm Italian, so, you know, what do you want to do? Don't shoot the messenger. Don't get smart, right? So you can be a buyer down here, is my point. You can be a seller up here. So you're selling, you're buying, right? Even up here, you're selling. Even up here, you're selling, right? I think we all can understand kind of what's going on here, okay? Now, if you want to take into account this big ass range, BAF range, right? We can. That ain't it. Is that it? No, that's the local. Is this it? No. That's the friggin', what's it called? Dude, where's the friggin' big range? I'm deleting stuff. I'm done with this. I'm deleting shit. This is crazy. Okay, so this is your big range, right? Essentially, from your all-time high to your swing low, okay? Now, you reached extreme premium down here. You pumped up. You're still in the nice 50 middle, right? You don't fiddle in the middle. That's what John says. He's the other trader inside of NORDIC Alpha. Don't fiddle in the middle, right? So where do you become a buyer? You know, somewhere around like 107, man. Somewhere around like 107 to 109.5, even all the way down to 105. It depends on what your strategy is. Are you scalping? Are you day trading? Are you investing? Are you long-term swing trading? Like, what are you trying to do? Are you adding to your bags, or are you just trying to make money, right? So if you're trying to make money, then the tradable levels are right here. You got to zoom in. Tradable level, tradable level, tradable level, tradable level, tradable level, right? Investable level down here, even tradable level right here. You tag this naked point of control, boom. And you're probably going to be blasting off, right? He says, I do all four. That's great. Yeah, you really don't want to fiddle in the middle, Paul. I promise you, everybody that fiddles in the middle, they all get screwed over. And it just is what it is. So let's talk about gold really quick. Gold is getting a nice little pullback. Silver's getting a nice little pullback, but it is bouncing from VWAP. Let's see if, I mean, we still got 3 minutes until old boy's got to do his thing. But have I not been sharing this whole time? No, I've been sharing. Okay. I was going to say, I feel like somebody would have told me like, dude, you're not sharing. And they would have. Uh-oh, here he comes. Wait, no, he's not coming yet. This is fun. This is funny. Let's see if we can make this a little bit smaller. You want to watch something live happen? Let's watch it, right? Let's watch it. It's going to be funny. He's going to come up and he's going to say, good afternoon. And then it's just going to tank out. God, dude, I'm messing my whole screen up. I apologize. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. Dude, where's my thing? There we go. There we go. We got it. 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 He's going to come up, say good afternoon, then everything's going to just blow the bottom out of it. Not really. It could pump. But again, this could be the buy the rumor, sell the news, man. What people are wanting to do right here is they're wanting to decipher what this guy's about to say. Like, are you going to continue cutting rates, or are you going to stop cutting rates? That's what everybody is deciphering on this right here. That's why people watch this nonsense. I thought that lady was going to say he was late. Mr. Powell is a little bit late. You got to give him a second. I love how everybody's in the chat like, but there's a bull flag, guys. There's a bull flag. Bull flag on what? You can't just say bull flag and act like that's like your... Dude, where's the bull flag? Is it on the S&P? Is it on NASDAQ? Is it on friggin' gold, silver, Bitcoin? What's it on? What are you talking about? And what time frame? I hate sideline, you know, quarterback trader people. Like, do not listen to these people. Just find somebody that's knows what the hell they're talking about. Let's zoom in. Okay, so I kind of gave you the synopsis, right? If I see us coming down here, taking this out, potentially putting in, because now we've set a lower low, right? Lower low, lower high, right there, right? We got a break of structure bearishly here. So if we come back up here, I mean, this is prime time selling area, right? And then bang, you come down here, you target 109.5, okay? Then once you get to 109.5, you do exactly what I was just talking about. You start thinking about longs, you get your bearish break of structure down here. You've got your nice little bang, and then you go here, right? So, and you can probably find yourself a nice little order block somewhere down here. Look at that. There's a perfect order block right there on the 45-minute chart. Another perfect order block on the 30-minute chart. Let's see if there's one on the 4-hour. I doubt there is, but we can try. You know, we can hope. Nah, there's not. So anything from the 45-minute down to the 30, even probably down to the 5-minute chart, is going to have those bearish or those bullish order blocks that you could see a bounce point from. Yeah, let's delete this. Ooh, yeah, it's perfect, man. It's perfect. I mean, there's a massive, massive order block down there. You've got 3 levels of confluence here that are saying, you know, this could be a potential bounce point, right? This could be a potential bounce point, 109.5. At least to take some liquidity and then keep the market structure breaking to the downside. You know, that's what could potentially happen here. So let's zoom out. Bang. Okay, we got to zoom in a little bit so I can extend this over. But as you see, bang, there you go. Like, this is not rocket science, guys. This is seriously, like, I know a lot of traders try to, oh my gosh. I know a lot of traders try to make this out to be rocket science because they want to sound profound. They want to sell you their stupid ass course and make money off of you. But real traders that make money in the real market, they don't charge you $1,000 for their course. Maybe over time they'll charge $1,000. Like, you buy multiple levels or you get up to like their pro level courses. I totally get it. But like my course is like 197 bucks. And it gives you like 70% of the sauce that you would need to come in here and be me on the charts. That's insane, right? The fact that I give that away is nuts. I need cake to juice up a little. Give me some cake. Dude, you're a wild ass dude. Did you just say 45-minute chart? Yes, I did. I did. So these are the time frames I use: monthly, weekly, daily, 12-hour, 8-hour, 4-hour, 3-hour, 2-hour, 1-hour, 45-minute, 30-minute, 15-minute, 10-minute, 5-minute, 1-minute, 30-second, 15, 10, and 5-second, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, dude, like inside of the VIP trading room, literally you're paying 29 bucks a month and you get a ridiculous amount of free trainings inside of there, right, huh? All you got to do is come right down here to VIP trading or training. Where's that? Right here. I mean, look at all of these trainings that I have in here, right? That people can utilize any friggin' time that they want, right? Not to mention every single time that we post every single frigging day inside of every single one of these channels, right? Giving you the TA, giving you the levels, giving you everything that you need to know for the most part. Not everything, obviously. You can't know everything. Here he is. He's up. There he is. Look at this guy. Bullish, 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 bullish. Yep, there we go. Market pump. Market pump. You might see gold dumping, but I highly doubt we see gold hit a big dump. How do I turn this off mute?
Our monetary policy actions are guided, suggest that activity while it pulls.
Damn, he's been on for a minute, huh? We missed it. We missed the good afternoon. Here it is. Let's just replay his good afternoon. We'll get off here.
Good afternoon.
Dude, it always cracks me up. Good afternoon. Bro, there's nothing good about when you talk. Everyone hates you. Unfortunately, you know, and it's an unfortunate fact. Okay, now let's see what we got. Okay, so S&P. Let's zoom in on the S&P really quick. Let's get this run up fib off of here. Let's get our. Did we have a inverted head and shoulders? Yes. Did we get the breakout? We basically have the full measured move on that. We can delete that. Bang bang. Here we go. Okay. This is the level. This is the level that matters right here, man. What's that one clip from 300, right? Spartans. This is where we hold them, right? This is the level. This is where they die, right? That's the level on the S&P. You lose this level, dude, you are coming down in a big way, right? Am I short on the S&P? I don't know. Am I? Maybe. Maybe you would know that if you were in the private VIP trading room. Huh? You ever think about that? Yeah, yeah. Bang, bang, bang. That's what you're going to see. If this friggin' thing doesn't hold, dude, you are going down, 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 son. You're getting a dump on silver. So this is fun, actually. This is kind of funny. So earlier in the private VIP trading room, right? Right here, we were in a silver long, right? And I said, here's where we longed from. I'll show you the trade because it's not actionable anymore for you, at least, right? So this is the silver long, okay? And now we are getting a nice little rejection right here for a short on bang, bang that I gave out earlier, right? Bang, bang. Now, would you take this short right before the news? Probably not, but we'll see. We'll see what people did, okay? Bitcoin, absolutely friggin' dumping. Like I said, buy the rumor, sell the news. Everything dumps out. And anyways, let me give you the trade I was talking about. So this trade right here. And basically what I said is, okay, this is a risk-free trade now. And I took and said, look, you're trailing your stop right here to $47.50, just under $47.50, right? So if you're still in this trade, great. You know, you might be getting stopped out somewhere in this realm because right now we're at $47.58, okay? And it came down to, what's the low on this? $47.45. So if you're under $47.50, you're probably going to get stopped out, potentially, but you could catch a bounce point right here, right? We'll see. We'll see. I never forget about the Adam and Eve pattern, Paul. What chart are you seeing on? What chart are you seeing it on? And this is a good teaching moment for everybody that's on this stream. I got a joint. I like your style. You saved me a lot of work. Yeah, I mean, I got a join. I thought you were saying you had a joint. That's funny. Yeah, so I mean, basically what we said was, look, don't lose this trade. You trail VWAP. So when we gave this trade out, or whenever we were telling people to trail it, basically said, look, you're trailing your stop loss under VWAP because you get under VWAP today, you're not going to want to be in this trade anymore. So most likely, if you're anything like me, you got stopped out right here at about $47.60, $47.50. I don't remember exactly where the stop is. I think it was like $47.50. But there is a point, there is a probability that you come down here and you bounce, right? I don't remember. It's on one of the charts, man. Was it the Adam and Eve double bottom? We called this out. This trade's good. It's done. It's closed out in profit. What did we make on it? Probably a pretty decent amount of money. 3.75% in a day. And then I called this out yesterday in the live. Actually, I'll just show you. I don't even want to try and find it on my chart. This is what I called out yesterday. I said, look, head, shoulder, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, long, right? And you're longing up to pretty much the POC, potentially at $48.50. We did get a confirmation candle, right? Which I misspoke on. I was like, hey, we're waiting for the confirmation. We already had it, right? And then look what happened. Dude, get off of me. Where is my friggin' what's it called? Free trades. Well, it wasn't free. You got to pay $29 to be in the private VIP trading room. But had you taken that trade and taken it to the full take profit, like I said, you made 2% in like literally 3 or 4 hours. Probably paid for your subscription there. No problem. Easy money all day, right? Now, with gold, we got to wait and see what happens at this 4K level, because now this is what I was, and actually I can't even tell you this because I literally told people this inside of the private VIP trading room today. I will give you a spoiler alert, and if you can decipher it yourself, kudos to you, okay? On the hourly chart, we have broken market structure to the upside. That is all I'm going to say. I gave out the trade on gold in the private VIP trading room. Do whatever you want to do. I'm not going to give you the trade here, okay? Because I gave it to them. They pay to be there, and it's not fair for me to give you that trade. But one thing I can say is anything above 36.57, ultra mega bullish on gold, right? You can come all the friggin' way down here. And if you bounce from here, you're still super bullish. And real talk, you can probably come all the way down to about right here at about $3,500 and still be super bullish on gold. I mean, we're talking another like entirely 10% move down, and you could still be incredibly mega bullish on gold. But again, like I've said, you have broken market structure to the upside on gold as it sits right now. Now, is that actionable for you? No, it is not. And why is it not actionable for you? Unless you understand what I'm saying, you don't know what the hell to do with that information. Or if you're in the VIP trading room, you definitely know what to do with that information. But I'm going to run you through what that break of market structure looks like so that you can understand it. We're just going to do a really quick teaching lesson, right? Prior swing highs right here, right? This is your swing low in between that swing high. You got a new swing low right here. Bang, that's what set that swing high. So lower swing lows, lower swing highs, right? Pretty easy to see. This is your new swing high because then you cracked your swing low right there, right? So lower swing highs, lower swing lows, right? What happened? Well, you cracked that previous swing high, so this is now your swing low. So what are the only two levels that matter right now? Right down and right down. Everything inside of here is called internal market structure. It is chopped. It doesn't matter until one of those levels is broken. Now, what do you know about inside of this if you want to continue that pattern? There should be a lower low and a bullish break of structure where you break this high right here, this new high. That is all I'm going to give you. That is super high level sauce. If you learned something from that, give me a thumbs up, give me a follow, give me a like, give me a comment, give me something, right? Give me all you got. Give me your money, right? But obviously, I'm just kidding. I'm not robbing you. I'm actually trying to make you money, unlike most people. Daniel, back at it again with the dumps, man. Spicy, man. Hit the order block perfectly. SFPing the lows. Let's see what happens here. Oh my gosh. I got to check on my phone, see what's going on. What's going on? Okay. Yep, I'm looking at Blofin right now. You've got a massive, massive dumpity dump candle. We're down at like 109.8. We're getting a bounce. We're getting a bounce, right? Man, we got to look at the 5-minute chart. Let's see what's happening. Let's see if we can catch a market structure shift. I mean, this is a massive, massive candle down. We got to see a pullback down to here, right? We're bouncing from the order block. We never closed a candle outside of it. That's good news. Dude, we're bouncing. There it is, dude. I literally gave you this. I didn't even get to take the friggin' trade because I'm sitting here talking to you guys. You don't catch them all, but I literally gave you this trade. Immediately, you're already in profit. Just saying. You're already in profit. You can trail your stop loss to an extent that makes you guaranteed to win here, right? And even if you get stopped out here, maybe you make $100, right? I don't know. Give me a like, give me a thumbs up, give me something. You know, give me something, and that's about all I can do, right? But we tagged the naked VWAP, we tagged the naked point of control. I would like to see us come back down a little bit further into this order block and get a little bounce and a nice little market structure shift, man. Nice little market structure shift, man. See if you can take the lows. I'm watching, man. I'm watching. Let's go down to the 1-minute chart, see if you can refine an entry. Okay, so you've got your lows. Your lows, this is your previous high. No, it's not your previous high. So you've got your high. You cracked your previous low right here. This is your high. Then you cracked your previous low. There's no 2 green candles here. This is still your high. Damn, dude, you got to break above 111.6 to friggin' get a market structure shift. That sucks balls. Let's see if we got it on the 30-second. Same stuff here. Boom. This is your high, 110.8. Okay, let's see on the 15-second chart. It looks like, yeah, 110.8 is your break point. Let's go to the 10-second chart. You broke the low. 110.8, 5-second chart maybe. You broke the low here. Oh, market structure shift on the 1-second chart. Now you got to follow it, or the 5-second chart. Now you got to follow it up to the 10-second chart. You got to see, I mean, 110.08 or 110.8 is like your market structure shift to the upside. That's where you would start to feel confident in longing here. Okay. So, I mean, do whatever you want to do. I'm not saying get in, get out, do whatever you want to do. But, yeah, I would wait until we take out this high at the very least. Dude, I mean, if you would have caught that on the 5-second friggin' chart, man, oh my gosh, you got your low and your previous highs, right? Yeah, and then you got your new low right here and your new high. You took it out right there, and then you bullishly back tested the order block. Dude, freaking God damn, man. All because I was streaming. All because I was streaming. I'm the worst streamer ever. I'm the worst streamer in the friggin' world. But I'm showing you the market structure shift and exactly how you can catch the friggin' bottom on this shit. I just gave away way too much sauce. I got to stop. Because, yeah, dude, this is way too much sauce. Are we going to break this high and get a bullish break of structure here? I mean, we could. The only two things that matter is right here, 109.6 and 110.226. Won't let me set the stop loss. Yeah, you do need another screen, bro. That's why I got the second one here. Oh, here comes the, nope. They don't want it. They don't want it. I mean, the reason why I don't want to enter here, you got to enter on like a back test of this VWAP and stuff like that, which was right here, is because your stop loss is way friggin' down here. Your stop loss is at 109 and your entry criteria was here at 109.6. It's a $600 stop loss. It's like 0.6%. For scalping, totally understandable, totally get it. For other stuff, I don't like it, okay? I don't like it. Now, is the probability that we move up? Yeah, the probability is we hold this level and we start to move up, especially if we hold this level up into the New York close. Why did this just turn off? My light just turned off. There we go. Something weird's going on with this thing. My bad. Bullish market structure shift. Did we get it? Did we get the high? 110.218.5. Nope, we didn't get it. We're getting rejections right now, man. We might come back down here. You might get a second chance at this. Be friggin' ready, man. Be friggin' ready. Be friggin' ready, dude. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and start entering a position here and see. Damn it. Break of structure to the upside. We ain't getting back down here, most likely. I mean, this is on the 5-second chart. Don't get me wrong. Like, you could very well come back down here. But, man, I really would like to enter at the bottom end of this order block at like 109.289. That's your perfect entry. And then you can set your stop loss so freaking tight, man. So tight. So tight, dude. So tight. So freaking tight, man. Yeah. You know? Let's see if you get it. I mean, best thing you can do is just put your order down here at like 200 to 300, right? Like, this is where I'm at. 109.283. Do whatever you want to do. Not freaking financial advice, yo. Not freaking financial advice. We're literally degenning on the 5-minute friggin' chart. We don't have CVD up right now. We don't have Bookmap up right now to see what the order flow looks like. Is there a CVD divergence here? I don't know. We'll see. Is there a regular divergence here? Absolutely there is. Very small, right? Let's zoom in on it. Lower lows, higher lows on your RSI. So yes, there was a divergence there. That's where you can kind of catch that. Then was there a hidden bull div right here, right? No, there wasn't. So this is not a Wyckoff. Damn, dude, this thing ran on us, dude. Paul Grazzi, you were like a day late and $1 short, man. God, man. We almost got that. Yeah, fill that gap, dude. Let's go to the CME chart. Look at that. Bang, bang, bang. Gave that trade out. Told everybody about this days ago. Let's pull up Schwab. Let's see what's happening. I just want people to know, you know, what's going on. We'll see what happened. I took a very small position on this, starter position. You can always add to it. Ooh, I'm up 50 bucks. Wow. So awesome. So awesome. I took a $350 options position where I literally bought put options on the S&P, literally right here. And then bang, dude, I think this position is going to kill it, to be honest with you. These are 2-week out options. Right now, let me see where I bought them at. Trade price was $3.30. We're already up $4.06, right? So, yeah, I mean, it's up. It's not up huge. Whatever, you know. In any case, I gave this out in the private VIP trading room, literally right up here. I said, look, here's where you build your starting position for your S&P short. I only went with 350 bucks just because I don't put a lot of money into the S&P and stuff like that. Like, I like to trade gold, silver, Bitcoin. So like a very, very small portion of my portfolio is going to be allocated to this. And that's another thing that I think a lot of people don't really take into account is that whenever you have a portfolio, especially if you're trading futures, right? BTC futures, it is right, huh? Dude, like you gotta allocate that portfolio properly. Look, there's your fill. There's your fill right there. Your CME gap fill. Perfect fill. And you're running below it now, right? You're running below it. So now this could act as resistance right here at 110, 111. But you do have another gap fill down here that's already been filled. So there's not really much more down here for you to fill in terms of gaps on the CME chart, right? So, I mean, there's not really much more to say here. There's nothing to write home about. But god damn, man. I mean, look at that, dude. Like we called the literal bottom here, man. Oh, that is so friggin' frustrating. Like, and you know damn well if you're a trader and like you call the literal bottom on something, but you don't get the trade, it is sometimes sickening, dude. It is sometimes just so sickening because you watch it just go exactly where you said it was going to go. Right back up here to VWAP 111.750, dude. Like, look at this move. Absolute insanity. You guys literally saw it live on the stream, already up 1.5%, pushing up to 2.2%. Retrace this entire move. We'll see what happens, dude. But, you know, let's get down to the 5-minute chart. Ah, man, look at this friggin' bounce, dude. Oh, my gosh. Dude, you got to... I wish I still had my doodles on here. I deleted all my doodles where I said, look, you come down here, bang, bang. You know, you get your little bullish divergence potentially. And wow, that was an incredible live call. If you guys watched that, hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully some people took it for a ride. Did anybody take it for a ride? I don't know. I didn't get to. I'm salty. I'm super salty. Instead of making $1,000 on Bitcoin, I made 50 bucks on the friggin' S&P. Worst streamer ever in the history of the existence of streaming. This is the worst streamer ever. I don't know why you guys watch me other than the fact that I give you out really good trades. Come on, don't play like that. Yeah. VWAP setting off. Now you got to keep that thing on there, bud. Yep. Textbook recovery, dog. Textbook recovery. Look at this. But check it out, bro. You're coming up here to VWAP 11.7. You could definitely get a rejection here and then just move right back down. So, I mean, let's see if John got the scalp, dude. John, he can scalp. I bet you he got it. Where are we at? 11:30. Okay, he took the short, moving stop loss down, locking in profit, coming into the equilibrium. Yep. Okay, so he got the dump, right? 616 bucks. Then he basically gave out the exact same trade that I was talking about, except for I was talking about down here to about 109.5-ish. Let's see if he got it. He got it. Did he get it? No, I don't think he did. Yeah, he got stopped out on that, gave a little profits back. Let's see if he got the last. I friggin' told you. I friggin' told you he got it, dude. This dude is an animal. I'm over here streaming, and he actually got it, right? He actually got the trade. 1300. That's what I'm talking about, man. This is our second guy, JP Trades, inside of the Discord. Absolutely killed it on that trade. Dude, everybody put some W's in the chat for John. Dude's an animal. God, dude, what a legend. Did he get the long, though? Nah, he got the short. He got the short from the value area low rejection. Loss. Dude, killed it. Killed it. I do love some fast news. Bang, gap filled. Boom. Yeah, I mean, W for John, right? W for John. So, I mean, this is what we do every day in the live private VIP trading room. I don't know, whatever it's called. It's first link in the description. You know how to get in there. We got, how many people we got on here? 87 friggin' people on Twitter, dude. I better have 87 new followers, because none of you guys come over and show me any love on Twitter. Let's watch. I had 988 followers. Ooh, I got 4 more. Thank you guys for finally not being bots, right? So there was at least 4 people on this stream that aren't bots, and I appreciate you so much. Seriously, I appreciate you guys more than you'll ever know. So yeah, thank you for doing that. Thank you for dropping the follow. Now, anybody else that would like to follow, go on ahead and do your thug thizzy, right? Okay, let's see what we got. We got to look at Solana and see if any of our trades hit on that daily chart. Nope, not there. Not there. Didn't get that. I feel like nothing hit because it's still in this range. So I guarantee you almost nothing hit. Nope. Didn't get any of them yet. We're still just fiddling in the middle, man. Still just fiddling in the middle. All right, let's look at ETH. Those are your trades, by the way. That was I just did the analysis on this yesterday. If you want to, go watch all this stuff. Yeah. John has literally pretty much the same win rate as me, where he'll win like 10 in a row and maybe he'll lose 1, give some of it back, right? That's, you know, and we're going to get him a page like this, right? But he's going to have his own page like this, all right? Where you can go and you can check out his win rate. Mine is, 88% over the past year or something like that, which basically means you win 9 out of 10 times, right? And as you can see, I mean, just look at the past, look at all that green, man. And then if you go and you look, actually, over the past 12 months, just in 2025 alone, my win rate is actually 91.57%. That's pretty nuts. And John has the same type of win rate, dude. He's an animal, dude. He kills it. So kudos to John. John absolutely kills it. All right, let's see if any of our ETH stuff hit. We know that this short hit, so you probably killed it on this short. You probably got to take your profits down here. Let's see. Okay, so you haven't quite gotten to your profit target yet. We were waiting for either this right here or coming right down here. So, you know, you're still in your short on Ethereum. Dude, 110.6, man. Come on, dude. Come right. We ain't getting in on that trade. This is why you got to watch, but you can't chase, man. You can't chase. So if we lose this level, we're probably coming down here to about $3,300. Let's get this updated. So you've got a nice little, not a perfect triangle that you're trading in, but you got it. And you're in a downtrend right now. So if you lose this, bang, you're probably coming down right here, right? To this value zone, right? This is where you can start thinking about longs, okay? Now, secondarily, you could bounce from here, okay? So let's see. Bang, you get a bounce. That's where you can start thinking about entering in that value zone. If you come up here and you break market structure to the upside, meaning you break this high and you close a candle above it, no SFP, right? You can start thinking about longing at this value area high as well. And then obviously there's your value area high rejection that we were just talking about, right? So I mean, that's what I'm seeing on ETH right now. There's nothing seriously like super crazy. Bitcoin's absolutely going nuts. It's really at this point I'm getting irritated. I don't want to watch Bitcoin. Let's see what we got. Hang out with the people your level and above if you want to keep going up. Yeah, exactly. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room, dog. You are in the wrong room. So if you don't have a 90% win rate, but I do, and John does, probably the people you want to surround yourself with. Okay, let's look at what else did I put in the title of this? Cardano. That way the YouTube algorithm can't tell me that I'm lying to people. Cardano. Bang. I mean, Cardano's still doing its thing. Like we haven't gotten any actionable levels yet. You're longing down here at the bottom end of this descending triangle, but this is risky. Okay. Why is it risky? Because it's a descending triangle, and this is eventually supposed to break down in a descending triangle. And yeah, it's not a bull pennant. A lot of people be like, oh, that's a bull pennant. No, it is not, dude. It is retraced like 80% of that staff. That thing is dead. That is not a bull pennant. Do not try and play with me. Yeah, we never got the short on the 200 moving average rejection. Actually, let's pull up the 200 and see if we did. Nope, not even close. Not even friggin' close. And we've got the long of the resistance, yeah. And then we've got long of the lower end resistance right here. So, I mean, yeah, nothing so far on Cardano either. The trades are still the trades. The analysis is still the analysis. And when you're swinging for the fences like this, like you want good levels, you want to get in at proper times and proper levels. So let's go and see what else we had in here. What else we have? We did Solana. We have not done XRP. Does anybody have anything they want me to look at? I know what you're going to say, Paul Grazi. You're going to say, friggin' what's it called? Look at that. XRP did exactly what we were hoping, right? Here's your risky long. Not your risky long, sorry. Where the frig is it? Frig is that? Okay, no SFP up here. That's good. No, there is an SFP. Short the 0.618 and the 200 moving average rejection. Did we get the 200 moving average rejection? We're getting it. We're getting it right now. I mean, this thing has to roll over. I doubt you're going to get the moving average rejection, right? It is what it is. There's nothing you can do about that. So that trade didn't hit. That sucks. This did not hit, right? And now we're breaking market structure to the upside, okay? So, like, technically, are we breaking market structure? No, because this is your ultimate low. But if you can't take candles like this into account, otherwise you're never going to get anything actionable. So you got to take the internal structure on these. This is the only time you break the rule on market structure, is whenever you've got this sideways chop shit, and it's such a massive, massive range. You got to break the rule. Like, it's the only time. And you're not really breaking the rule; you're bending it, right? So yeah, I mean, you long down here at $2. You short if you get under it. It's pretty cut and dry. You broke outside of this. You're waiting for a back test at the point of control. That's where I'd be looking for a long. That's where I'd be looking for a long. That's it. And then I'd be looking to break out above this. At the very least, you're going up to the value area high. Heard some weird noises back there. You're going up at least to the value area high right here and to this downward sloping trend line, right? You could see some resistance here at about $2.82, which only gives you like a 1.5x risk to reward. But if you want to be like super safe about this, you just set your stop loss pretty friggin' tight on this because you shouldn't be coming down less than this low right here, right? Should really not be coming down less than this low. That's a 4x risk to reward on that. That's XRP in a nutshell. Let's go to Toshi and then we'll go to Aerodrome. Yeah, I mean, Toshi's still doing the same thing. Toshi's still doing the same thing. I don't feel comfortable giving out a trade at the 0.5. I really don't. As much as I would love to tell you, hey, man, long here because it's bounced here 3 times, the more that it bounces here, the less likely that is to hold up. Secondarily, you've got a mini little head and shoulders here, right? Is it a great head and shoulders? No, it's horrible. It's horrible looking. It's not uniform at all. But this is Toshi. Remember the asset that you're trading, right? This is Toshi. It's not friggin' Bitcoin, right? So you're coming down here. You got a nice little Head and shoulders pattern, bang, bang, and boom. Right. Now, obviously, your left shoulder is actually more like up here, right? I'm not taking this friggin' stupid ass candle into account, and really, I don't want to take that one into account. This is your head and shoulders. High, higher high, lower lows, boom, breaking market structure to the downside. You get below the 0.5. Actually, now I'm comfortable. Now I'm comfortable, Paul. Thanks for making me comfortable, Paul. Jeez, man. Come on, dude. You're making me give out trades in places that I don't want to give trades out in. We're fiddling in the middle right now, man. But you're a good enough trader. You know what to do with this. Okay, so this 200 moving average comes up here, and you lose that, and then you get a confirmation candle outside of here, you back test that 0.5, you are shorting, baby, and you're bringing it all the way down here to 0.0004406, okay? That's a hell of a risk to reward on this bad boy. Bang, 9x risk to reward on a daily chart. You're welcome. All right, let's go to Aerodrome. I'm going to stop giving out trades. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to stop giving out trades. Okay, we're going to go spot on this. Yeah, okay, so right here you've got a parallel channel. What do we know about parallel channels that are trending down, right? What way do they tend to break? Does anybody know? Give you like 15 seconds to figure it out while I draw this parallel channel. God, I just messed it up. Okay, what ways do these normally break out? And I'll give you the reasoning and basis behind it, right? It doesn't always work out like this. I'm talking like maybe 40 to 60% of the time, it should break out in a certain way. And actually, by the way that I'm framing the question, I literally gave you the answer, breaking out, right? It doesn't break down, it breaks out. Why? Because eventually, this thing has to break one way or the other, because if you just keep trending down here, guess what? You just go right down here to $0 hairs, right? And for the same reason that parallel channels that are moving up break down majority of the time, you can't just keep going up, because eventually you just get to infinity, right? And that's not how the markets work, dude. So this does favor a breakout, okay? You've got 1 touch point, 2 touch points, 3 touch points, 4 touch points, right? Now, I would not like to see you come down here. I would really not like to see you come down here. I would like to see momentum right here at the 200 and then bang, move upwards, showing, hey, we're done moving down and we're going to reclaim this level, and we've already reclaimed it. We're not letting it lose again, and then we're going to start taking out these friggin' swing highs right here, right? So for Aerodrome, as much as I don't want to give you this trade, I'm going to, right? That's a short. That's the wrong trade. Oh my gosh. Long. You're looking to long here, potentially, right? And you're looking to start targeting these previous swing highs, right? Because you are in a structure moving downwards, right? But you've now broken market structure to the upside. So long as you don't take into account the Trump dump wick, right? This is your low. This is your next high. This is your new low, because you got your new low, so this becomes your high, right? Now you've broken this high, that becomes your low, right? You've now broken market structure to the upside. It's a market structure shift to the upside. What you would like to see is come right back down here, form a WV pattern, okay? A textbook WV pattern. Use the prior swing high as support, bang, hit off that 200 moving average and move up. That's what you want to see. Okay, that's what you want to see on Arrow. You know. You already know, bro. Put your bot to work, dude. If you built it, put it to work. Paul Grazzi's over here taking Quaaludes. He's talking about lemons, man. What you got going on, Paul? Grazzi. If you've watched Wolf of Wall Street, you know what a lemon is. Trump dump wick, man, on every single friggin' chart. Let's look at WLFI. Hold on. I got to save your friggin' what's it called here? The Bybit chart on this. I always forget to save my charts. That way we can reference them and get to them quickly. Okay, so you're still in prime buy territory, but let's call it what it is. This is a shit coin. It's a dog shit token. I'm not saying it's dog shit, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it's not, they say that this is going to be something, but you know, how many times have we heard, oh, this is going to like tokenize real estate and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, crypto mama. We can look at gold. I'll get off of WLFI. So gold, as it sits right now, I kind of actually talked about this earlier, so I don't want to bore people with telling them all over again, but I'm just going to give you the basic overview of gold right now. So we have broken market structure to the upside on gold, and until we break this low right here, we're still bullish on gold. You have to break below 38.86, okay? And granted, you've lost the moving averages, you've lost the moving averages, you've lost the moving averages. I totally understand that, right? You've also broken market structure, this previous high, this is now your low, this is your new high. If you set a higher low here, guess what? We're bullish again. Crypto mama, I want to give you a gift. Go to my channel, go click on live, okay? And click this right here. This is literally, I do this every single week. I do all the TA, give out all the trades on gold and silver. And literally you can track all of my trades that I've ever given out on any of these episodes on gold and silver right here. This is literally what encompasses my 89%, almost 89% win rate and my 91% win rate this year, right? And it also gives you not only the trade, the profit, all that stuff, but it gives you the link to the videos where I called it out, okay? So like you can track all of this stuff, like it is transparent AF, as transparent as it could possibly be. More transparent than your favorite influencer. Obviously, it's not more transparent than your favorite influencer because I'm your favorite influencer, right? And I'm this transparent. But your second favorite influencer, it's more transparent than that person. I can assure you that. Why? Because I actually do this and because I'm actually taking the trades and giving them out live because I know what I'm actually talking about majority of the time. Now, you know, do I know how to build a rocket ship like Elon Musk? No, but I know TA, I know trading, I know charts, and I know gold extremely well. And that is why Verified Investing brought me in as a verified pro trader in a commodities, in the commodities realm, right? And they put that, you know, behind me, right? So we've also got this upward sloping trend line, okay? And let's see if we can pull a parallel from it. Let me get the magnet tool. All right, let's call it this. If you keep trending up in this parallel, now this is a really small parallel, so this isn't going to necessarily stick to the same exact rules that I was talking about earlier where all upward sloping parallels should break down. Like, it's already in a friggin' downtrend. Like, you can see this parallel right here as well, right? And we just broke out of it, right? Hold on. The freaking magnet tool, man. Get this magnet tool off of my chart. So, I mean, look at this parallel. We just broke out of it. We back tested it. That is an example right there of how you get a break and retest. Exactly. Yep, you already know. We broke and retest. Exactly. Now, does this hold? We don't know yet, right? We do not know whether gold holds right here. But what I can tell you is that if you take this off of here, right, just for a second, and you see this happening, right, at these all-time highs, and you see this coming down, and we go bang, bang. We hit this thing 4 friggin' times, right? So we hit the top, we hit the bottom to set the bottom, right? Then we set the bottom again right here. That's where we can start thinking about our parallel. We drag it out here, right? We come up, we hit it a 3rd time, a 4th time, and then guess what? We pumped to the exact top, right? And then guess what? We only got to the midpoint of it before we eventually turned around, broke up above it, showing strength to the bullish side, and bang, bang. If you want to understand parallels and parallel channels, if you want to understand trend lines and the way that I use them, like my proprietary nature, dude, get inside of the foundation where I give you an entire strategy based solely on parallel channels and how you trade them. I even give you another strategy based solely on trend lines and exactly how you trade them. These are high win rate strategies too, right? This doesn't even encapsulate the trades that I give you that I'm like, oh, all-time high, friggin' SFP at the all-time highs, new all-time high, bearish divergence, big shorting opportunity. We took this trade. Right? We absolutely murdered that trade. But this is the most key fundamental stuff that you're going to see. Now, can you break back into this? Absolutely you can. You don't even have to break back into it, right? You can just ride the top end of it down too. So there's no guarantee that this breaks out. What would I like to see for this to break out? I would like to see the closes up here, the back test, then the subsequent bounce from this parallel, right? And come up here and take out this high. And then you enter here, or maybe even a little bit down here. That's all I'm saying. That's all I can say, because I got to give the sauce to the people inside of the group. I think you're in the group, so I don't feel bad for giving that to you, but 95 other people besides you just got that trade that you pay for, right? So you kind of see where I have to toe a line to a certain extent on, what are we going to do here, right? Crypto Mama, if you would do me one favor, have you made money inside of Nordic Alpha? Have you taken a single trade where you've made money? If you have, can you just, let us know in the comments section? That would be great. Yes, I am in the group. That's awesome. Have you had a good experience in there, and have you made money? Those are my only two questions. And then we can get everybody, on about their business and on about their days. What did I tell people about silver? It will literally bounce a lot of times right after it stops you out, right? This is why sometimes you wait for candle close bases. And if we would have waited for a candle close basis right here, you would not have gotten stopped out. Now, are you going to do that on a friggin' news day? No, you're not. You're going to protect your downside. You're going to protect your trade, and you're going to take your profits 2-3% all the way up here. But exactly what I said earlier, if you rewind the track and you go back, you've only been in the group for 5 days. All right, cool, perfect. Just pay attention. Do the TA, learn the lessons, take the trades whenever you feel free or whenever you feel confident in them. And that's all I can really ask. Look at Bitcoin, dude. Oh my gosh. Bitcoin, man, you left me at the station, Bitcoin. You left me on red. This is not fair. BTC USDT. Where's my Bybit chart? Dude, Bitcoin left me on red, man. Look at that. Perfect. Insane. Right up to the 200 moving average. So depressing. So depressing. Even though I called it out live, pretty badass, but, not so awesome. But anyways, this is what I was talking about earlier. If you rewind the track and go back to our silver trade, right? We got it right exactly where we wanted it to be, which was right here. But if you were still in the trade from the bottom and you didn't take the head and shoulders trade that I gave out last night inside of the private VIP trading room, right? This one right here, actually. Where's that? This one right here. And we took full take profit on it, $48.50, right? If you didn't take your full take profit up there to the point of control, which point of control actually moved on us by about 10 cents and moved down by about 10 cents. So if you didn't get your take profit there, you definitely got stopped out in profit right here, which is perfectly fine. But what we were talking about earlier on in this stream, if you want to rewind it, is a lot of times you'll get stopped out on these news days and then you'll just continue. It happens all the time, man. But in the same sense, there's also a 50% chance that you just dump out, come right back to your entry, and then you can just re-enter again, take your profits here, bang, bang, right? So my point is that silver and gold, they're still bullish, man. Whether people want to admit it or not, they're still bullish. Bitcoin is still bullish above $94,000, $96,000 now. Just as what it is. Bitcoin has the ability to go down to about $96,000 and still be in a bull run. Okay, so don't get too crazy about it, right? Yep. Okay, so S&P is getting its nice little sell-off. Let's see if we can confirm below this and then enter this trade, right? I mean, obviously, I'm already in the trade. Like, I'm going to just set my stop loss up here. That way, if it does reverse on me, I'm just going to break even. I don't care. I don't like to take losses, man. It weighs on your psychological mentality and just like, I don't want to do it. So let's see if we get the rejection here. We probably won't get the rejection until tomorrow, right? And we'll see what happens at this level of this 0.786 fib, right? So with that being said, man, seriously, there's like 95 people here. This is probably one of the better streams that we've had in a while. Most of the people are here from Twitter, not gonna lie. The majority of you people are here from Twitter. If you're here from Twitter, man, and you enjoyed this content and you enjoy the content every single day, seriously, like, one thing I can ask you to do, just scroll up and hit the follow button. Share this to the people that you actually care about, that you're like, hey, dude, like, if you want somebody real in these markets and you think that I'm that real person, send it to your people. Share it. Share it around, man. I appreciate you. Comment. Obviously, follow me on Twitter. Anybody that's here on YouTube, seriously, thank you seriously for being on YouTube, because YouTube has not been giving me love, not pushing me into the algorithm, which is wild because I have 9 times the subscribers on YouTube that I have on Twitter, but I get 100 times the viewers on Twitter than I get on YouTube, which is crazy. But obviously, subscribe to the channel. Boom, baby. Bang on the notification bell. If you want all of my trades, if you want to take advantage of my win rate, if you want to take advantage of my knowledge, if you want my trainings and things of that sort, get into the private VIP trading room. It's $29 a month. If you don't make your money back in the first month, leave. Leave. That's all you got to lose. I will see you all soon. Again, thank you so much for showing up. Everybody have a wonderful day. Peace.